Mama June, a family emergency. June Shannon disregarded by daughters. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mama June, June Shannon, the star of Family Crisis, is offended and ashamed. With the exception of her oldest daughter Anna Chickadee Cardwell, she is disappointed that none of her daughters attended her bridal shower. This is particularly in light of the falsehoods she told the mother of her husband Justin Stroud on their excitement for the impending nuptials. Mama June, a family issue. June Shannon's lie backfires on her. June Shannon is still attempting to rebuild her relationship with her daughters, Alana, Honey Boo Boo Thompson, Jessica, Chubbs, Shannon, Lauren, Pumpkin, Eford, and Anna, Chickadee, Cardwell. They are not, however, making it simple for her. Her goal was to make a positive impression on Justin's family and mother, Roxana Stroud. She thus made up stories about how close she was to her daughters and how happy they were about the impending nuptials and bridal shower. Her deception backfired on her. She had a bad disagreement with Justin. She had lied to his mother, and he was furious. She clarified that she wanted his mother to accept her and realized that she was a different person from what she had seen on the news a few years prior. She wants her to realize how focused on creating a happy family she was. Daughters of WETV abstained from bridal shower. Despite her repeated requests, June Shannon's daughter was unable to attend her bridal shower. As a result of Pumpkin's absence, Jessica and Alana also made the decision to skip the celebration. Anna, the actress of Mama June, Family Crisis, was persuaded to take part by her mother. Fans of WE8 were not pleased with Anna Cardwell's appearance for her. They believe her mother forced her to attend. Lately, Anna has not been feeling well. She was diagnosed with stage 4 adrenal cancer earlier this year, and the cancer had spread to her kidneys, liver, and lungs. The mother of two is presently receiving chemotherapy for the 4th time, so many of her followers were taken aback when she showed up at the party. Family Crisis. June's emotions have another severe setback. The Mama June, Family Crisis mother was struggling with more than just her daughters rejecting her invitation to a bridal shower. She learned some unexpected news the day following the bridal shower. Justin Stroud saw an intriguing social media post while having breakfast. He reports to her that Jessica, Alana, and Lauren Eford appear to be having a terrific time partying. And that's when he realizes why. Justin queries his spouse about her knowledge of Jessica's relationship with Cheyenne McCant. He informs her that everyone in the family was present for Jessica's coming out celebration when she looks astonished and answers no. She is upset by this news. She expresses to Justin her displeasure at their disregard for her. She claims that she is always the last to find out about her daughter's whereabouts. It's clear that the matriarch of Shannon feels wounded. At that point, Justin is at a loss for words. He is aware that she is not offended by Jessica's gay disclosure. However, she first notices it on social media. June Shannon, star of Mama June Family Crisis, is aware that her daughters are angry about her previous drug-addled actions. She believes that it should matter, though, because she has been clean for more than 3 years. She claims she just wants to move on, mend her bonds with her girls, and lead a contented life. She's tired of being the only one to try, though. June Shannon, better known as Mama June, stood at the edge of her daughter Lauren Pumpkin Shannon's yard, the worn gravel crunching under her feet as she shifted nervously from one foot to the other. She had spent years as the matriarch of a family that was constantly in the public eye, but now she was an outsider looking in. Her daughters had made it clear that they needed space from her, and for the first time in her life, June felt truly alone. Pumpkin, along with her sister Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, had drawn a line in the sand. They had endured the chaos and pain brought on by their mother's addiction and poor choices, and now they were trying to carve out a semblance of normalcy for themselves. It wasn't an easy decision, but they had agreed that, for their own well-being, they needed to distance themselves from June. June took a deep breath and approached the front door, her hand shaking as she raised it to knock. She knew she had to try, even if it meant facing more rejection. The door opened before she could knock, revealing Pumpkin standing there with a wary expression on her face. "Mom," Pumpkin said, her voice neutral but firm. "What are you doing here?" June swallowed hard, forcing a smile. "I just wanted to see you and Alana." Pumpkin crossed her arms, her eyes narrowing slightly. "We told you we need time, Mom. Things can't just go back to the way they were." "I know," June said quickly. I need to know how you're doing. I want to make things right." Pumpkin sighed, glancing back into the house where Alana was watching TV. "We're fine, Mom. We're trying to move on and build a life without all the drama." June's heart sank at her daughter's words, but she nodded. "I understand. Can I at least see Alana for a minute?" Pumpkin hesitated, then stepped aside. "Just for a minute." June walked into the house, her eyes scanning the familiar surroundings. It felt like a lifetime ago that they had all lived here together, before everything fell apart. She saw Alana sitting on the couch, her focus on the screen. "Hey, Alana," June said softly. Alana turned her head, her expression a mixture of surprise and discomfort. "Mom, what are you doing here?" "I just wanted to see you," June said, trying to keep her voice steady. "I miss you." Alana nodded slowly but didn't get up. "We're doing okay, Mom. We're just trying to figure things out." June felt a lump form in her throat. "I want to help if you'll let me." Pumpkin stepped in, her voice firm. "Mom, we need to take this one step at a time. You need to focus on getting yourself better. That's the best way you can help us right now." June nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. "I understand. I just want you to know that I'm here if you need me." Pumpkin gave a small nod. "We know. Just give us some time." June took one last look at her daughters before turning to leave. She knew she had a long road ahead, but she was determined to make amends, no matter how long it took. June returned to her small apartment, the weight of the day heavy on her shoulders. The silence was deafening, a stark contrast to the bustling household she once had. She sat down on her worn-out couch, staring at the walls that seemed to close in on her. The reality of her situation was sobering. She had lost everything: her daughters, her home, her sense of purpose. It had all slipped away because of her addiction and the poor choices she had made. Now she had to face the consequences and find a way to rebuild her life from the ground up. The next morning, June woke up with a sense of determination. She knew she couldn't change the past, but she could work on becoming a better person for the future. She enrolled in a rehabilitation program, seeking help to overcome her addiction and gain control of her life. The program was intense, challenging her to confront her demons and take responsibility for her actions. It wasn't easy, but June was committed to the process. She attended therapy sessions, participated in group discussions, and learned coping mechanisms to manage her cravings and emotions. Through it all, June kept her daughters in her heart. They were her motivation, the reason she pushed herself to keep going even when it felt impossible. She knew that earning their trust and forgiveness would take time, but she was willing to do whatever it took. As the weeks turned into months, June made significant progress in her recovery. She developed a routine that included attending meetings, volunteering at a local community center, and working part-time at a nearby diner. The structure and purpose helped her stay focused and grounded. One day, after a particularly challenging therapy session, June received a surprise visit from her counselor, Dr. Ramirez. She had been instrumental in June's recovery, providing guidance and support throughout the process. "June, I wanted to talk to you about something," Dr. Ramirez said, sitting down across from her. June felt a pang of anxiety. "What is it, Dr. Ramirez?" Dr. Ramirez smiled reassuringly. "You've been doing incredibly well, and I think it's time for you to start thinking about the next steps. Have you considered reaching out to your daughters again?" June's heart skipped a beat. "I want to, but I'm afraid they'll reject me." "It's a possibility," Dr. Ramirez acknowledged. "But you've made tremendous progress, and I think they need to see that. It's important for them to know that you're committed to your recovery and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to make things right." June nodded, feeling a mixture of hope and fear. "I'll try. I just hope they're ready to see me." June decided to write a letter to Pumpkin and Alana, pouring her heart out and explaining her journey. She wanted them to understand the effort she was putting into her recovery and how much she missed them. She hoped that her words would convey the sincerity of her intentions. A week later, Pumpkin received the letter in the mail. She sat down at the kitchen table and read it, her emotions swirling as she took in her mother's words. She could sense the genuine remorse and determination in June's writing, and it stirred something deep within her.